good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Sprinting away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now on the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all... So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Texas offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty in that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Longhorns are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Plucks it out of the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Might be changing the route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get behind the defense. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Vargas. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fires complete on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Texas offense. They're off to a really strong start in Operation 14-10 lead. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him.
There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. And an explosive play gets this offense working. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rushes on him. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds.
Snags it inside the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to pound their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make it.
He's got it down the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody. Quarterback sees a matchup he likes. He's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Dropping back, it's Vargas. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
The Longhorns will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Texas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He'll bring it out. It's Nix. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive.
On the double. Jackrabbit.
Off play action on first down. Working that left side now. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Loose in the middle. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 10 over NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation.
Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Nix. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Vargas. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Texas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, Catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Looking downfield, it's Vargas. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Right on target this time. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
That makes the score Texas 42, Missouri 20.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Makes a move. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia.
Missouri will kick it off to open this 2nd half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slithers into space. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone? Taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Nix. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Vargas. That's reeled in. It's Raymond. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running back searching for a hole. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Missouri, 20.
Coming out with it, it's Nix. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to pass, it's Vargas. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On the run, it's Gray. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, you season 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big...
And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nick. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Vargas. Got a man. It's Locke. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it and get what you can get and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He's going to lose a yard.